Jason, I guess the first thing is let's start off with what's going on there now. You're actually in France, and just what's the atmosphere like there?
Yeah, on site at Le Golf National, the atmosphere is electric. Especially today with the matches kicking off. You know, I was at the first tee this morning and it was packed, 7,000 strong. And just to hear the friendly back and forth and the chants, and certainly as the time got closer to tee off, you could really sense that there was something special going on.
And the other thing is, Jason, and you said it well, the energy level. Like, the U.S. probably didn't quite get off to the start they wanted. Europe's up 5-3, but this thing can change literally on a dime, can it?
Oh, sure. Tomorrow we'll run it back. So it could be easily 5-3 or whatnot tomorrow. So that's the great thing about 3 days of match play is you never know what'll happen.
Other thing, Jason, is some call it one of the best events in golf because people get so into it. Maybe describe what makes it one of the best ever.
Yeah, it's one of the preeminent international sporting events in the world, and I think what separates it from your listeners or viewers, who maybe have attended the PGA Championship in the past, is at a PGA Championship, you may be rooting for Tiger, I may be rooting for Rory, but during the Ryder Cup, we're both rooting for the United States, or our friends from Europe are doing the same. And so what that means on site with whether it's that electricity that we talked about earlier, and certainly that's felt by the contestants, that's felt by people in attendance, and it's felt by the millions of viewers tuned in around the globe.
And final thing with the current version is how much is just playing off the crowd. Like I saw Patrick Reed kind of getting everybody whipped. He loves playing the bad boy, so to speak, and just guys that handle it well and guys that maybe don't handle the pressure as well.
Sure, and you kind of saw even the savvy veterans this morning kind of take a deep breath before walking onto the tee box. So you could tell it's a whole new environment for some of the first-timers and for even the guys who have been there before. It only comes around once every other year. So it's a nerve-wracking experience, but they also have a lot of fun with it too, and you can tell that it means something to be part of the team to the players.
Okay, so 2 years from now, it's in the state of Wisconsin for the first time, Kohler, Whistling Straits. How can people get a part of this?
Yeah, I think the easiest thing to do is to go to RyderCup.com, and whether you're looking for volunteer opportunities or tickets or corporate hospitality, all the information is there, right-hand rail, and you can click and follow our interest link. And whether it is volunteers, tickets, or hospitality, you can click on your interest, and you'll be among the first to know when those become available. For people who might be watching and are interested in hospitality offerings, we actually are just now on Monday, this coming Monday, inviting all companies to participate in our corporate hospitality program. So we've been out in a pre-sale for the past few months. We've seen an unprecedented level of demand for this event, and we're excited to share that with more companies throughout the region.
Jason, you've obviously been around for quite a while. How much does hosting the PGA Championships help, and how much is this is a whole different animal and something new?
Sure. Yeah, you can imagine a place like Whistling Straits, who's hosted now 3 PGA Championships, all very successful. But we learn something new each time. And there's been, if you've attended all 3 of them, there's certainly been tweaks to the site plan along the way. I can tell you right now there's even work going on the Straits course to make it a little more spectator-friendly, to open up some new areas. So even though we've hosted 3 huge events, the Ryder Cup is going to be a slightly different experience. And, you can imagine being on site and seeing the flags and the chants back and forth and knowing, like we did today, how key the first tee is going to be in the first hole bleacher. And so we're already looking at plans to make that an amazing experience. I
don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but yes, I'm old enough that I've covered all 3 PGA Championships, so there you go. I guess that's a good thing. And I don't know if you can disclose plans at this point, but what's things that are you working on that will make things more fan-friendly?
Yeah, making it a little easier to navigate. Certainly the Straits course is because of its natural layout, is a little difficult to navigate. At the same time, utilizing common areas to create that fan excitement, whether you're out on the golf course or whether you're in our fan zone, which is going to be in the main entrance, which we're still kind of working out the details on at this point. But we've seen initial renderings anyway from our site plan partners, and we're going to be excited to share more details on that next year.
And final thing is, how do you want to express to Wisconsin golf fans, but just maybe fans in general, of how the world will literally come to their doorstep in 2 years?
Yeah, it's going to be an amazing opportunity. You think of in our lifetime, it's likely not coming back. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's never been held at the same location twice in the United States. That's going to change in a couple years in Minneapolis, but for now, that's true. And so, also how tickets are sold. There's only so many events in the world where tickets are sold through a random draw process because the demand outweighs the supply. And so it's going to be great. This is one of the most amazing sporting events in the world, and now we get to show them how Wisconsin does it.
Anything else you'd like to add?
Yeah, just if you're interested in how to get involved, RyderCup.com, look in the right-hand rail and follow the links to 2020.